Oh, what a pain. Well, it's thinking about working. Oh, have we got live? I think we've got
Yeah.
live.
Gotta be. Says we're
Lovely.
live. Says we're live. Ugh.
I think we might be.
Hello, everybody. Good dinner time to you, and welcome to our little watch along of the 2025 GP Challenge qualifying round from Abensberg in Germany. And this morning, afternoon, whatever time of day it is, I'm joined by Mr. Dylan Hodgetts. How are we doing, sir?
It's too early. Far too bloody early.
Telling me
Whose silly idea was this?
that that person in Scunny's idea.
Yeah, that's the one. Nah, we've got a couple of these to do, so we might as well use this one to warm up, and then we should have nailed it by the time the one later comes around.
Well, I would like to think so.
But the one later does include the work experience boy who's on community service.
So if you're planning to watch us later, we apologise now in advance.
Do you want to talk us through the lineup of this one? I ain't expecting many to tune into
Uh,
this. It's early, everyone's at work. This is more just for us to sit here and
yeah,
talk a little bit, and but we're
if you
going to
are,
watch it, so might as well do this.
but if you are tuned in to watch us, thank you very much. What are you doing with your Monday? I hope you're having a pleasant lunchtime.
I was going to say it might be on their work break.
Uh, well, you never know. Right, lineup time. I'll apologise now in advance if I pronounce some of these a little bit wrong. At number one is Jesse Mustonen from Finland. At number two is Jake Mulford from Redcar in the UK. At number three is Jack Alder from Australia, also rides for Sheffield. At number four, GP Hero from Germany, Kai Huckenbeck. Number five from Norway is Glenn Moy. At number six, ex-GP sensation from Sweden, Kim Nilsson.
Who's being interviewed on the screen at this exact moment as you're going through this?
Andy looks very happy about it as well.
He
I'm
does,
quite
doesn't he? He
concerned.
does.
No one's happy at this time on a Monday.
And there is Liglad on the screen, another legend in his own right.
At number seven is Damir Filimanovs. That is a name that we will struggle with. So if you are watching, he'll probably be referred to Big Andy's as Big Andy's mate.
Because he's from Latvia.
Yeah. At number eight is Dominic Kubera from Poland, GP superstar. At number nine, Beric Legend from wherever he's from.
Where is
Danny
he from?
Gatmire. I'm not too sure, but it's Danny Gatmire.
I'm going to check that, otherwise it's going to really bug me. I should know this.
I think it's from Austria. I
That
think it's
sounds,
Austria.
that sounds about right. Have they not put his nationality on there?
Yeah, but I just don't know what flag it is.
Oh, what is it? Oh, hang on,
It's
let me have a
it's
look.
it's like Latvian but a bit brighter red.
Yeah, it's Austria.
At number 10 from Denmark is Michael Jepsen Jensen, currently being interviewed on the TV, who looks a little bit like a Timu Stuart Robson.
He do. As he's aged, he started looking like Stuart Robson, didn't
At number 11 is Matthias Tresario from France. At number 12 is Nicholas Vicentin from Italy. At number 13, Daniel Kilmer from Czech. At 14 is Eric Riss from Redcar and Oxford and Germany. He's from a lot of places, is Eric.
he?
At 15 from Argentina is Eber Ampugnani. So he'll be wanting to book himself a spot in the SON in Torrent at the end of the year. At 16, Andriy Rozaliuk from the Ukraine. At 17, Valentin Grabar, or Grobby as he's known to his pals. And at number 18, Martin Smilinski from
Absolute
Germany.
legend is Grobby.
Big up Grobby, what a boy.
While we've got a moment, who are you going for in this? Yeah, obviously there's the big names: Jack Alder, Kai Hulkenbeck, Dominic Kubera, Michael Jepsen Jensen's having a really good season. Those are the riders you'd expect to be there or thereabouts. Any outsiders?
I'll be honest with you, I don't really know a lot about many of these. I wouldn't.
Kim
If I had
Nielsen
to-
could be up there.
If I had to pick an outsider,
Risker.
I was going to go for Nicholas Vicentin.
That's an interesting one. That's a ride around so race Fridays. Nicholas Vicentin.
I'm not too sure why I've decided to pick him. I just kind of had him. I'm just going to go with the flow.
And obviously, being tea drinkers, we'll be cheering on the tea drinker, even if he rides for them in Manchester. But he rides for your second team, Redcar, so, and he's flying the flag for the tea drinkers.
Up the tea drinkers. Talking of tea drinkers, what are you drinking on this fine Monday afternoon?
H20, Buxton to be exact.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah, not a bad drink. Now Buxton Speedway's gone, they put all the water out the bars in bottles and sell it.
That all. Got to make money somehow.
You got a point. What are you on? And talking of tea, you've had a right morning trying to get a brew.
You're telling me. The current point of time, I'm on Vivy Cola from Asda.
Oh,
But I may end up in a little bit switching to either Dr. Pepper or Coors.
nice. Riders are out already. Oh, I didn't realise that was the time. We're getting ready. This will be a unique one for us. It'll be a bit of both. It'll be us giving line up some results and just talking about the action as it goes.
Yeah, basically. What more do you want for Monday afternoon?
Oh, shall I make a list?
Can do. We've got 4 people watching.
4 people.
Daniel Winchester's tuned in, so good morning to Daniel Winchester.
It's afternoon, Mush. Don't know how to tell you this.
It's still morning to some of us.
Oh God! If you do line ups, I'll do results then.
So,
See how many names we can murder between us.
heat number 1 going off gate 1 in the red helmet colour is Jesse Mustonen. Off gate 2 in blue on the stream is in his Kent suit, that's Jake Mulford. Off gate 3 in white is Jack Holder, and off gate 4 in the yellow helmet is Kai Hulkenbeck.
Kai Hulkenbeck looks a little bit like Kenneth Hansen in that picture.
He does a bit, doesn't he?
And Jake Mulford. Surely there's more up-to-date pictures of Jake Mulford kicking around.
You'd have thought so.
They went up quick.
They did.
Jesse
Mustonen knows. If Kai Hulkenbeck doesn't get out of the way, Jesse Mustoner's going to be through. Jack Alder's putting a bit of pressure on Jesse Mustonen now, to be fair.
Jake Mulford's tailed off.
We all expected Jake Mulford to be a bit crap in this one, didn't we?
Jack Aldo is trying to get round him.
He's
He's definitely
trying.
quicker. He's definitely fast. He's got him.
Got him now. He
2
took his
laps.
time.
He did, yeah.
He wanted to make a race of it.
It's, probably allowed Kyle Hülkenberg to get away, but Jesse Mustard made a really good start from that inside. Jack Alder's venturing out a little bit as well. Whereas
Yeah,
Hook is
it
just
just
keeping
looks.
it pinned to the inside.
Yeah, the big fast line is sort of ironically the place we tend to call no man's land.
Yeah, seems to be
Anywhere
working.
else,
It don't work.
but no, it seems to be working here. And well, that was a tapes to flag podcast coming soon. Win for Kai Hülkenberg.
You had to, didn't you? Had to, didn't you?
Oh,
I saw
I
it
did
coming.
it. I did it at Scuddy as well on Friday.
What, boy?
It was a bit of promotion and all that.
Gotta do what we gotta do. Coming soon, coming in exactly 8 days to be precise. Next Tuesday is the first one. We'll plug that again later as well because, cheap plug. Result of Heat 1 was a win for Kai Hülkenberg, second Jack Alder, and third Jesse Mustonen. Jake Mulford was tailed off, to be honest, in truth.
Crap.
What Palmer said.
Is this the best that Britain could get?
I'm surprised to see certain riders not involved. But yeah, Tom Brennan just missed out, didn't he, in the one on Saturday? An engine failure was what cost him between getting to the GP Challenge on 10 points.
Would you like some breaking news?
Yes.
The Speedway Nations semi-final draw has just been revealed.
Ooh.
So semi-final 1 on the 30th of September will be Germany versus Great Britain versus Italy versus Latvia versus Norway versus Slovenia versus Sweden. And semi-final 2 will be Argentina versus Australia versus Czech Republic versus Denmark versus Finland versus France versus Ukraine. And SON 2, the under-21 one, will be Australia versus Czech Republic versus Denmark versus Germany versus Britain versus Latvia versus Poland versus Sweden. There we go. Right. From SON to the SGP Qualifier, off gate 1 in red is Glenn Moy, off gate 2 in blue is Andy Lebedev's mate, off gate 3 in white is Kim Wilson, and off gate 4 in yellow is Dominic Kubera.
Why have they put Dominic Kubera's picture in them disgusting Lublin Kevlars? My God.
It's not like there's readily available pictures of him in his GP suit. It's up if you're listening to us.
They stayed down a little bit longer that time. Kubera's gated as well.
That was a solid gate, that from Kubera. I don't know where Big Andy's mate's going. Backwards by the looks of things.
He's on the plane back to Latvia. Although he's winding it up around the outside, to be fair.
He's looking around to get round Glen Moy.
Kim Nielsen looks quicker than Dominic Kubera
he
as well.
He does. Kubera's just holding the right line, and this track doesn't look very wide.
Doesn't look very racy. I know it takes a bit of time for it to settle down, but if there's nothing out there, it's very narrow straights. This is going to be tapes to flag the entire way, I think. I don't see there being a lot of racing. I don't see there being much racing, Oddy.
Well, we had a pass in 8-1. That's probably the best we're going to get.
Yeah, it doesn't look fantastic, does it? Are you still convalescing from open wallet surgery of paying 15 Great British pounds for this?
It is breaking me out a little bit now, I'm not going to lie.
I thought it might. Big Andy's mate looked a bit quicker then, but the second two were tailed off from the first two.
Pretty much. Daniel Winchester sent me a message.
He's messaging you today rather than me.
Another bit of breaking news. Edinburgh snapped up 16-year-old Jodie Loftus.
That's not breaking news. That was breaking about 3 hours ago when they announced it.
Exactly.
Better late than never, eh, Winchester? The result of E2 was a win for Dominic Kubera, second Kim Nielsen, third Glenn Moy, and fourth Damaris Filimonov, which I think is how you say his name. because we listened to how Dave Goddard said it earlier. So if it's wrong, blame him.
Blame Dave.
This meeting can be brought off Tapes Up Productions as well for the mere old price of £15.
Thanks for reminding me.
No problem. Think of the amount of beer you could have brought for that.
I could have brought at least one crate, and I could have some sweeties with it as well.
To be honest, with all due respect to Danny Gatmeyer, Matthias Nielsen and Nicholas Vicentin, I can only see Michael Jepsen Jensen winning this race.
I mean, I would agree with you. However, it's the first two heats or anything to go by. It's going to be yellow, white, red, because that's how it's finished. But that would mean Danny Gatmeyer scoring points, and this isn't at Berwick, so it probably ain't going to happen.
You don't hear much of Danny Gatmeyer anymore, do you?
No, I don't know if he still does a lot of riding or not, or if he's just like skidding for a bit of fun.
Just been rolled out for the Grand Prix qualifier, like. Ironically, he's in his Berwick suit on his render.
So, heat number 3 then, in the inside gate in red is Michael Jepsen Jensen. Off gate number 2 in blue, that's Nathan Ablett and Adam Ellis's love child, Matthias Cesario. Off gate 3 in white, Daniel Gatmeyer, and off gate 4 in yellow, Nicholas Vicentin.
Jepsen
We're glad
Jensen's there.
there.
As expected, Jepsen Jensen's there, and Danny Gatmeyer's at the back.
We're going to have a pass here. Maybe not.
He looks like a cross between Nathan Ablett and Adam Ellis's love child.
We're going to have a pass here.
And Martin Fowler's fucking brother from EastEnders.
Vicentin, beautiful blue up the inside there of Nathan Ablett and Adam Ellis's dad.
Oh, is that who that is in blue?
I don't actually know if it is the dad, but you know,
they do look
alike. It looks like it could be their dad.
League lad's halfway back to Denmark.
That's all. He probably thinks Germany's a shithole and wants to go back home.
He's cleared off, half a lap clear. And to be fair, Danny Gatmeyer's half a lap behind, so just a mere lap in it between them two, near enough.
You've got a point.
Jepsen Jensen's having a blinding season again. He was really good for Birmingham until he decided to jack in British Speedway. But he's riding well everywhere, to be honest.
He is. And fair play to the geezer. Now, I don't want to say too much about the quality of this stream.
But
however, you would have thought for 15 quid they might have had just more than the one camera angle.
Yeah. Heat 3, the result winner in red, Michael Jepsen Jensen. Second, Nicholas Vicentin. And third, Matthias Cesario. Danny Gatmeyer at the back, as you'd expect.
Because it's not a Berwick.
You got a point. It's a little bit different to Berwick, is this one.
Danny Gatmeyer, just a Timu Jayefridge.
Can only ride Berwick. Now, I won't lie, this is a decent, well, you got Eric Riss in it. I reckon Gate 2 gets a win here, to be honest.
Hometown hero and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably able to line up, you'd expect. So.
Yeah.
Talking of the lineup.
I like the pace they're getting through this, to be honest. We'll be able to have our nap a lot sooner than we expected.
Rob Godfrey's running the meet. Actually, no, because his meeting took ages the other night.
It did.
Heat number 4, going off gate 1 in red, is Ember Ampugani. Off gate 2 in blue is Eric Riss. Off gate 3 in white is Andrew Rosaliuk. And off gate 4 in yellow, Daniel Kleemer.
So this is going to be who's going to get second, third and fourth. I don't think there's any question who's going to get first.
Ampunani, here we go. Tell you what, Yellow's made a half-decent start as well as Risky.
Kleemer. He's just been killed out by the rest of them. Oh my god, that was brutal. That was brutal.
And this looks very fun. This looks very, very strung out now, doesn't it?
Even in the early stages, this is strung out. I know this is not the
Yeah,
best of races, but it's still the third and
Clean
fourth are battling. Klima's got a bit of pace about him, just got bullied far too easily in that first and second turn he's come through.
up the inside of Rizzler's there. What a boy.
Has the fella in white got Chester Hover bike covers on? Or does he just like, oh, someone stopped? What's going on with red?
And Pugani, he knows Richard Hill's got his eyes on him for his VSC team next year. He don't want to ride for the Kings, blah blah blah, or
So,
whatever his team name was called.
so he goes from second to last back up to second as old Daniel Klima.
What a boy!
What a boy indeed. That was unfortunate for Ampugnani. He was riding a good ride there, to be honest. Eric was untroubled though, let's be honest.
He was always going to be untroubled in that one, wasn't he?
Yeah, lovely pace though. 12 minutes,
Yeah.
first four are done. Stick to this pace, boys. Sod the track grading, don't need any of that.
Eric's riding 8.6 will be a bit more challenging.
Oh, track grade time. Emerging from the depths of hell, the tractor.
Tractor.
The joys. The result of Heat 4, Eric Riss takes the win, Daniel Klima in second, and Andrei Rosaliuk in third. Emba Ampugnani retired from the race. Do you want to quickly run us through the scorers?
By Huckenbeck, Dominic Hubert, Mark Jepsen Jensen and Eric Riss are all on 3 points. Jack Alder, Kim Nielsen, Nicholas Versantin, Daniel Kilmer all on 2. Jesse Mustard and Glenn Moy, Matthias Cesario and Andrew Packer Rizzlers are on 1. Jake Bulford, Big Andy's mate, Danny Gatmeyer and Bram Pugani are all on 0.
Packer Rizzlers. Hang on. Oh, we're seeing Heats from the Lonigo one now. This one's been done.
We don't need to watch the Nego one, actually.
Did you buy that as well?
No. My former partner in life bought it and she gave me the login to watch it.
Would that be her who does photography by any chance?
Yeah, she does photography from time to time.
Got a brother that we sponsor?
Yeah!
Yeah, I know who it is.
You know, because one of us stupidly bought the Plymouth stream that was never going to go ahead.
But it gave you credit for one of our upcoming watch-alongs on Tuesday the 24th for the Plymouth Centurions National Trophy meeting against the Birmingham Bulls.
Birmingham.
Dan Ermolenko, is that you?
I'm his long-lost child.
Oh.
Have I ever told you Cause beer tastes gorgeous at 1:15 on a Monday afternoon?
You saving a couple of them for tonight as well, or you just drinking them now and on the soft stuff later?
I've got 8 cans of Cause on my floor looking at me. So we might have 1 or 2 in a bit.
Just asking you to save it for later.
Yeah. Mr. Winchester was laughing at my Pack of Rizzlers nickname.
Pack of Rizzlers, what a boy.
What a man.
Heat 9 from Laniga, just a bit. This was as strung out as this one is.
Just a tad, wasn't it?
Imagine that. All these Grand Prix qualifiers, oh no, what? We'll go and put them on boring tracks. Lanigo's never been any good. And to be fair, I haven't been overly impressed with what I've seen from this one yet either.
Well, to be fair, we have only had 4 heats.
Let's see if it gets any better in 5 to 8. But I won't hold my breath because I'll
I
probably
won't
pass
either.
out. And just to make our day even better, we're watching Leicester later.
Why do we put ourselves through this torture?
Because that's the only one we can watch. It's one of only 2 meetings going ahead tonight, and Kings Lynn don't bloody stream. Although with Leicester on the telly, even if they did, they couldn't have tonight anyway.
Can we not just like me and you 1v1 each other on SC or STS and stream that? Fun times.
These race jackets are so cheap, ain't they?
I don't even think they've been bought recently. I think they've just been stored in the office for 20 years.
You might be right. They look really old and a little bit on the old poo side. Well, right from Packer.
Even Scunny's old race jackets didn't look this bad.
They didn't.
But hey ho.
Here we go.
Just let them ride in the Kevlars and put a sticky number on the back.
Yeah. Even put their number with their national flag on in it if you want. But it's better than whatever these things are supposed to be that they're wearing. That fella's
That
number
was
one.
ruthless for red.
Him who's in number one. His jacket's coming off. Point.
Exactly.
Good.
Whoa, he's
God.
nearly binned it there.
This track's choppier than Plymouth.
And that's saying something.
Talking of watch along. My God, how many bloody tractors have these lot got? Hey, we got a water fountain.
They wanted to bring us some proper racing, so they brought the tractors on.
All 4 of them.
Yeah, big race going on this, you know.
Looks
Bigger than a GP qualifying race.
Looks like a funky little track, to be honest. As far as the stadium goes, in England you couldn't have a speedway track that close to houses or apartments or whatever that is behind.
No, you couldn't.
You couldn't even have electric bikes there.
Oh, but I was watching a TikTok this morning, and it was somebody's house in Reggio.
Yeah.
And you could clearly watch a meeting from your bedroom window at Reggio. It was crystal clear. You'd probably get a better view from that bedroom window than you would in the actual stadium.
And it's cheaper.
And it's cheaper. We might move to Reggio.
Yeah, I thought there'd have been just a little bit more of a setup for 15 quid for this than just the one camera covering the entire track. You are right.
Apparently, it was the same for the one in.
It was, yeah. Looking at the Lonigo races, it was, yeah. Do you want to quickly look at what we've got coming up, Palmer, and talk us through what we've got coming up?
Yeah, we'll do that because nobody's in the comments.
Nah, there ain't going to be. Everyone's at work, barring us. And Winchester. Because watching us. He's watching us.
So, coming up this evening, how lucky are you to have our reluctant tones in your ears twice in a day? I don't know what tones Leicester versus Sheffield. It's not that exciting. And then on Wednesday, we've got a lovely little watch along to Hull versus Redcar.
Yep.
And then there's a potential watch along on Friday. We're not 100% sure yet, so we'll let you know close to the time.
And then next week,
we like to call on
last minute, lastminute.com. And then next Tuesday, our podcast goes live 7 o'clock on the Tapes to Flag Speedway podcast Facebook page.
Give it a like if you haven't already, because if you don't like it, we can't do what we have to do. It's all on you, really.
No pressure, like.
Yeah, no pressure.
I mean, Palmer might even share his beers if you really look her.
wouldn't go that far. But if you bump into me at Scunthorpe on a Friday in the bar, I'll buy you half a shandy.
Give him a shout out.
Yeah, have a shout out, that'll do.
Have a shout out on the centre green.
We've got bikes on the track now.
The good racing's finished. Is that Jack Mulford in yellow? Or Danny Gap?
Danny the Gap. Jake Mulford's in the next one.
Oh, God.
The next one, we've got Red Car versus Sweden and Denmark.
Eric Chris in there as well, then.
Yeah. So, heat number 5. 21 minutes we've been racing and we're on heat 5. That's not too shabby. Off gate 1 in the red helmet is Daniel Klemer. Off gate 2 in blue is Jesse Mustonen. Off gate 3 in white will be Glenn Moy. And off gate 4 in yellow, Daniel Gapmeyer.
After how he looked in the last race, I'd say Daniel Klemer is clear favourite for this. Jesse Mustonen made a good start, but did end up going backwards. I don't have much hope for the two off the outside gates, I'll be honest.
To be fair, this is battle of the crap ones in it.
Yeah. Klemer looked okay, not too bad. Made a mistake and got bullied easy enough, but managed to find his way back into second by a bit of good fortune.
This track is very, very narrow.
Very. It does remind me of Plymouth. What's this start marshal's problem? Come on, mate, we ain't got all day. And just like,
whoa! Whoa!
That was
We've had 2 passes. Danny Gapmeyer's going to score points here. Danny Gapmeyer's only bloody winning this.
That was a stream jump then as well, not a lag on our side. That was a stream lag.
And Danny Gapmeyer's winning this. Glenn Boy's there in second, and Daniel Klemer's in third.
Daniel Klemer's in red,
Glenn at the back.
Daniel Klemer's in red, innit?
He is. My apologies. It's Glenn Moy at the back. I'm not used to all these foreign names. I'm used to names like Joe Thompson and Luke Harrison, not Daniel Klemer and Glenn Boy.
Easy ones.
You know.
Daniel Klemer's going to pass him out. He's definitely faster than Gapmeyer. He's passed it. Oh, yeah, he has. He's passed him now.
Yeah, he's passed him now.
He's definitely faster than Gapmeyer is. Gapmeyer needs to be careful he don't give Jesse Mustonen second here. There seems to be an inside little bit of grip that people are using.
There is.
He's nearly got him there as well. God.
Nearly did. Not quite. Nearly got there, though. Imagine losing to Danny Gapmeyer.
Yeah, that wouldn't have gone down too well, would it? We didn't see the start, to be honest, because the stream decided to jump. But we'll get to see again in a replay in a minute, hopefully.
Potentially, dependent on how nice Alex Raby fancy's been to us.
We just need a result at this point. Please, they've all got funny names.
Alex, if you're listening, hurry up or I want me 15 quid back.
Dear, oh dear. Result of Heat 5 was won by Daniel Klemer. Second, Danny Gapmeyer, and third, Jesse Mustonen. They haven't actually put a result up, so we're just getting an half-assed attempt now.
Tapes up TV. Not angry. Not even disappointed. I'm just fuming. Heat number 6.
Is that league like? Oh God, these races don't get much easier for Mulford, do they? Oh.
Gate 1, red, Eric Riss. Gate 2, blue, Michael Jepsen Jensen. Gate 3, Jake Mulford. Gate 4, Ilford.
Has Jake Mulford walked under a ladder or something?
Run over a few black cats on his way.
With how they've cropped that photo, Jake Mulford's got no arms. To be fair, he might not need them for this one, to be honest with you.
I can only see red car been on the end of a 5-1 here.
Cool, blimey. And I think I'm right in saying that the GP Challenge itself is in August, isn't it?
Yeah, August the 9th. So, 2 months today.
This start marshal's being very pedantic.
He's a bit, isn't he?
Jake Mulford's gated. Scrap that. It's gone backwards.
Yeah, great gate. If Rowdy Races was won after 2 yards, we'd have been on a maximum now.
Jake Mulford was like a fart out of a pellet gun then.
Was?
Take that as you will. Good race going on between Kim Nielsen and Michael Epson Jensen here. Eric Riss is sort of there, I suppose. Jake Mulford's halfway back to the pits.
Did you notice that lap? I don't know if I've got to do it again, but coming out of turn 2, Kim Nielsen and Jepsen Jensen both lift.
Nielsen,
Lift.
both done it
Yeah.
again. Both done it again, yeah.
Looks like there might be like a little rut or something in and out.
Yeah, there's a little patch there. Jepsen Jensen's quicker. He's just sold Kim Nielsen a dummy. He's going to go wide and try and get round him. I think he might do it as well. Oh, he's just come up the inside.
Up
Like
the
a hot
inside
knife through
instead.
butter. Like a hot knife through butter. Kim Nielsen screwing it on there. It's going to be a close
Kim
finish.
Nielsen.
Jensen wins it. Nielsen second and Eric Riss third. Jake Mulford, well, he ain't really going to do a lot, is he?
What has Jake Mulford done to piss off British authorities to put him in a meeting like this?
Madness, eh? Good race out front between Nielsen and Jepsen Jensen.
Quality race between them two out in front. Risky and Jake Mulford, or the red car Bears, was just there.
We got a mere flash of a result then, which very quickly went off. It was won by Michael Jepsen Jensen. Second was Kim Nielsen. Third, Eric Riss. And at the back, Jake Mulford.
Can we just say Heat 6 will live long in the memory as one of the very few races we can pronounce all 4 riders' names.
By the end of the stream, we might just know how to do it, bearing in mind we'll never say some of their names again.
Exactly. Heat number 7 then. Gate 1, red Matthias Tresario. Gate 2, blue Ember Ampugani. Gate 3, white Damiz believing off, or Andy Lebedev's his mate. And Gate 4, I wonder who's going to win this, Jack Alder.
Filming of looks a little bit like Dan Bewley, Brady Kurtz and Will Cairns rolled into one.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
But these Kevlars and bike covers look like them stupid bowl ones that the GP riders wore in the Polish one a couple of weeks ago.
You're not wrong.
Start Marshal's going to be pedantic with Jack now. If there's any rider that's going to tell the Start Marshal to off and clock, it'll be Jack. Jack's 3 miles clear getting into the first turn.
Already.
Straight off the line, 3 miles out. Good ride from Tresario in second, though, to be fair.
Ember Ampugani wanted to kill everyone there.
Is he the one in blue?
Yeah, he's dangerous, man. He's as dangerous as Peter. He's as dangerous as Peter Gilderman.
Oh, red's gone. Tresailio's hit the
Red's
fence.
Gone.
He's going to try and clear the track, though. I think he
didn't want to get. He didn't want to get killed by Ampugani.
That's going to have to be stopped. His chain's come off and he's still on the track. And they're
plenty of time.
They're carrying on. His chain's still on the track, right on the racing line. That's going to hurt if anyone goes through it. And he's gone as well now.
He's now gone.
The Reds are on now. Tresario will be disqualified as well, as will Wise. I'd imagine that might be awarded, to be honest. There was no.
I don't think you can award me races in FIM meetings.
Honestly, if it's a choice between awarding the race or restarting with 2 riders only when Jack Alder was 6 weeks clear, I'd just award the bloody thing.
You'd just award it, wouldn't you?
But Red and White will both be disqualified for that because Tresario wasn't under power when the race was stopped, and White was the one who caused it. Is there any exclusion lights here? Can't bloody see any. There's an ambulance out. Brilliant.
Oh, lovely. Got to go for your nap early, Bush.
Honestly, I'm halfway there.
You and me both.
Who was disqualified there? And who came down? Trezayu and
Rosario and I want to say Filminovs,
I think you might be right.
but I'm not. I'm not too sure.
Where's
If
Trezayu on my bloody list?
number 11 must.
Got him.
But if the referee in Germany, Thomas Topinka, doesn't mind, or I'd like this to be wrapped up in time so I can watch Lingo, please and thanks.
Sod lingo. I want it to be wrapped up in time so I can watch my eyelids.
And that as well.
Filming of looks a bit knocked about. Looks like he's a bit winded. Getting a stretcher out. Don't want to see this, especially after what happened in Poland yesterday with Becker.
That was an horrible crash, that wasn't it?
Was, weren't it? Back onto some racing from Lonigo. Brilliant.
This one, 2024.
God blimey, we go back in time.
Is Jay Bulford there in blue?
Should we take a breather for the moment?
Let's take a breather. Just like that, we're back. How lucky are you people?
I don't know who's luckier, these people listening to us or us watching this.
The people listening to us.
I don't want to be that guy. Oh, hang on, no, they go round this bar. I was going to say, I can see a red and a white light, but where's the blue and yellow? They're round the other bloody side.
Heat 8 was, Heat 7 must have been awarded.
Who was winning that one? I can't remember. It's been a while.
Jack Alder was winning that one at an absolute canter.
And who was second?
Who else was in the race? Cesario, he fell. Punani got 2. And Big Andy's mate, he fell as well. So it was
Pugnani got 2.
Pugnani got second.
Where's Jake Mulford when you need him? He could have had that too. I think he'd have gratefully taken that.
Always next time. Heat number 8 then. Kai Huckenbeck, GP Superstar, red. Gate 2, GP Superstar, Dominic Kubera. Gate 3, white, Nicholas Vicentin, rode in a couple of World Cups. Gate 4, Andriy Pakarizlas.
I mean, can we call really Huckenbeck and Kubera GP Superstars? GP riders? Are the superstars? Well, to be honest, probably not.
I don't know. Kubera's not bad when he's in the right mind.
He just never seems to be in the right mind. It's the
Tell
GP.
you what,
It's the GP 5-1 here, isn't it?
For the first half of the lap, Andrew Pakarizlas was the most entertaining rider, and now the race has gone to shit.
Oh God!
Why do we do
this?
Why do we do this?
Huckenbeck's leading, Kubera second, Vicentin's somewhere in third, Pakarizlas is somewhere. Oh, he's still there.
Back to the
I just seen a yellow dot fly past the screen. He's still going. Oh God. Hookie's going to stay unbeaten. Kubera's going to drop his first points.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
Pakarizlas. Who's third? Vicentin, isn't he?
Vicentin.
Oh, this is what I get for just scribbling down all 16 names on a sheet of A4 paper and hoping for the best. Like, I ain't got the most neat of handwriting ever anyway.
Well, it's Sulphate Bush for you, isn't it?
It'll be a little bit more of a professional programme for tonight's one, for the league racing, which we're used to. I hope the weather's nice for Pool Wednesday, so we can watch that. That'll be fun. There is a BSM meeting. There's a BSM meeting on Thursday, but we're not watching it. Result of Heat 8, Kai Huckenbeck takes the win, Dominic Kubera second, Nicholas Vicentin third, and Andrei Pakarizlas at the back. So I'm going to call him now.
Andrei Pakarizlas.
Andrei Rizaliuk isn't that hard to say, but Pakarizlas sounds better. Quick look at all the points. Michael Epstein Jensen 6, Jack Alder and Daniel Klima 5, Eric Riss and Kim Nielsen 4, Kai Huckenbeck, Dominic Kubera, Kai Huckenbeck and Dominic Kubera 3, Danny Gatmeyer, Emba and Pagani 2, Nicholas Vicentin 2, Jesse Mustonen 2, Glenn Moore, Matthias Trazayo and Andrei Pakarizlas 1, Jake Morford and...
Dave got that wrong.
I was going to say that don't, mate. No, that's not wrong.
Kai Huckenbeck's got 6. Kai Huckenbeck's unbeaten with Michael Jepsen Jensen.
Oh, Christ on a push bike. Should we have a look? Should we have a look on our own scorecards?
I'll look at the official site because this'll tell me. Right. So Kai Huckenbeck and Michael Jepsen Jensen are both on 6 points. Jack Calder, Dominic Kubera and Daniel Klima are on 5. Eric Riss and Kim Nielsen are on 4. Nicholas Vicentin is on 3. Danny Gatmeyer, Ember and Pugani, Jesse Mustonen are on 2. Glenn Moy, Andrew Pakarizlas, Matthias Tresario are on 1. Jake Mulford and Big Andy's mate are on 0 class.
My God, they used this track for a GP qualifier last year as well. Did they not learn?
Can they not use a decent track for a GP qualifier? You know. Somewhere that's not quite as gate and go as what we've got. Somewhere like, I don't know, Stoke.
Buxton's sitting there idle. Stick it on there.
Yeah, go on.
Watch
Send
Dominic
it.
Kubera fly around Buxton.
He could do it on a warm Monday afternoon in Germany, but can he do it on a freezing cold, wet Sunday afternoon in Buxton?
Means I'd have to stop buying Buxton water. They'd want it all back. That set of heats took a bit longer. We went from 12 minutes for the first fort. That one took half an hour with the track grade as well. Half an hour from the end of the
And
first block to the end of that one.
we did have an ambulance breaker, in fairness.
Yeah, you got a point. Is that Rasmus Jensen in the lead of that one?
I think it might have been, you know.
Talking of Rasmus Jensen, he was busy having a fight with his teammate Nicky Pedersen the other night.
What boy?
Because Nicky decided to try and fence him to Nicky's his bonus point. Because Nicky is what we like to call a penis.
If I speak, I will be in big trouble.
Sorry, no speak English.
No, it's Nicky is a twat on track. There's no two ways about it. Off track is absolutely sound.
Put him in a racing environment. He don't even need to be on track. This was in the pits between races and he was being a dick.
Then again, can't say anything bad about Nicky. He looks almost like a Danish version of my dad. And as we all know, Big Daddy Dave is probably our biggest support.
Good God, this track was any better last year when they used it. Imagine that. You wouldn't go to dinner at a place that was crap the first time. You wouldn't go back and say, oh, we'll have it again. It was no good, but we'll pay for it again. Max Frick, I don't know what he was doing there, if I'm honest.
You wouldn't go to a salad bar, have some tea, say it was shy, and go back, would you?
You wouldn't go to a salad bar anyway.
Look, I'll have you know, right?
You don't like that green stuff.
I have been to 2 salad bars in my life. All I've eaten from there is a bacon bite. They're like little crispy bacon crisp things.
Oh,
And they're like the solid bread things, what do you call them?
bread rolls. Oh,
Croutons.
yeah.
Them weird bread toasty
Things.
things.
Yeah. So you went to the salad bar twice and didn't get any bloody salad.
Of course I didn't.
Oh, are we going back
fat.
live or are we just going to a black screen? Oh, no, we're back live.
We're back live.
Them buildings look new. They weren't there last year, I don't think. Oh, big tractor.
Oh, big tractor. Where's another? Oh, the big tractor's 500 miles ahead of the next tractor. Don't even know where the next tractor is. It's not even in sight. This is disappointing. This is worse than the actual bikes, this.
Let's hope we can get a nice bit of pace about it again. We're both dying for the nap. So between this watch along and the next one, got to fit in a nap, cook some tea, eat some tea, recover from eating some tea, set up the next stream, speak to Alan about what he's doing on the next stream. My good God.
You know when you said we're both dying for a nap?
Yeah.
In this case, could we just get rid of the words for a nap?
R.I.P. in pieces.
Death by torture.
Is this how you felt? To be fair, I don't know how you felt at Scunny the other day. I was watching the updates and it was just taking so long. I was losing the will to live.
It was a weird one because we're normally at home at 9 o'clock, and 9 o'clock on a Friday is my bedtime.
By 9 o'clock, you were probably on the interval.
it was a really weird meeting where it didn't help having that lengthy delay after heat one.
But then they could have just sped things up. It seemed to slow down even more.
And then it didn't help that when Tom Spencer had his little slidey off, that it took forever to get up.
To get his bike sorted for the rerun, which
Well,
Jake Allen wasn't overly impressed about.
Oh, he put something on his Instagram story, did Jake Allen. And last night I pissed myself laughing at it.
Ooh,
It was a
let's see
motocrosser.
if it's still on.
Oh, I hope it is.
Jake Allen.
And he put, I think this guy was at Scuddy on Friday. It is, it's still on there.
Just having a look now.
Jake_Allen 47.
Got him. Oh, I don't bloody follow him. No wonder I ain't seen it. Steve Norman comes up as a suggested follow. We'll follow him as well.
We ought to.
For reasons.
We may get some work from him.
For reasons, yeah. We need to speak to him again, don't we? There will also be updates from King's Lynn and Birmingham tonight, which is an interesting old meeting, to say the least. Alan will be doing that. Whether he knows it yet or not is a different story. But we were uber professional the other day when we did one of these, so if it's not professional tonight, we know whose fault that is. We had some great reviews from Glasgow fans. 22 people watching, most of them Glasgow fans. Oxford fans don't really like us, but we don't really care.
Basically, yeah.
We watch their team more than most of them do. Some interesting topics actually coming up on our podcast as well. We'll elaborate a little bit more on that. We'll elaborate more on that in the second meeting later for a bit of filler. But there is some interesting topics coming from our heads.
Apologies, I was just sending a message to somebody. But yeah, in regards to Oxford fans, I can't say it out loud, so whatever Zane Kennedy said about them on Friday.
We're back on with racing. If you can call what we've seen so far racing.
We're back on with watching some motorcycle machines go round in circles.
Nobody on gate 2 yet. It's kind of how he is.
Heat number 9. Gate 1, red, Kim Nielsen. I wonder who'll win this one.
I wonder.
Gate 2, blue, Andrew Packer-Rislers.
He looks like Darryl Richings.
He does a bit, doesn't he? Gate 3, white, Jesse Musterton. Gate 4, yellow, Matthias Tresario.
Martin Fowler.
Him, yeah.
For anyone who watches EastEnders, he's not dead.
Unrest in peace.
He's here. He's wearing the number 17 on the picture, but he's not in the meeting. Jesse Mustonen, number 95. Bartosz Warslik, the Finnish version.
Better version.
I wonder if that fella in red, the ex-Grand Prix rider, is going to win this one. Tresario's looked decent, though, to be honest.
He hasn't looked too chubby, has he?
This start marshal's taking a piss. He's miles in his box.
Danger. Now he's ready. Took his time.
He looks like a knock-off Michael Myers from Team U.
He does a bit, doesn't he? And to the surprise of nobody. Whoa! Packer-Rislers trying to kill himself.
I think Tresario might have knocked himself about when he came off because he's miles at the back in this one, or he's wrecked a bike, and that's why. But he's making these look good. Other than Nielsen, who's miles gone, you'd have expected, based on today's so far, Tresario to have been there or thereabouts, and he's not.
To be fair, there was only one outcome of this race, and it's what's happening. Kim Nielsen 500,000 miles ahead. and then Jesse Musterman's in second, and then Packer Rizzlers is just chilling in third. Oh. So, for those that are watching, if anybody wants to sponsor me to we can recuperate some of the funds back from watching this shit, please get in touch because it would be greatly appreciated, and we'll give you a shout out later on.
Could that be the end of Matteo Trezario's afternoon? I don't think he's finished the race.
I think that'll be his afternoon done.
Started really well, to be honest. He looked quicker than 1 point would suggest.
Yeah, 100%.
This is a funny old track. Result of V9. Kim Nelson was the winner. Jesse Musterson second, and Andrew Rosaliuk third. Matthias Tresario did retire from the race.
Oh, he did.
Kim Nelson moves on to 7, Jesse Mustonen 4, Andrew Packer Rizzlers 2, and Matteo Tresario stays on 1.
Yeah, he does.
He's now going to be nicknamed Andrew Packer Rizzlers.
Imagine that now, someone from the UK signs him. Andrew Packer Rizzlers signs for Plymouth Gladiators.
Trust you to mention Plymouth in that there.
They was the first team I thought of.
Jack Mulford needs a point or so here, or more really, but definitely something. He needs a positive sign.
Heat number 10.
Ready to go to pool on Wednesday.
Heat number 10. You'll be glad to know after this race we'll be halfway through, barring runoffs. Gate 1, red, Nicholas Vicentin. Gate 2, blue, Glenn Moy. Gate 3, Iberan Pugani. Gate 4, yellow, Jake Mulford.
To be honest, Jake Mulford should be getting at least a second place here. At least.
Pugani looks alright in his last one.
Glenn Moy is crap.
Glenn Moy's been a bit crap.
Vicentin should miss this.
Been alright.
At a canter, we should win this.
If Jake Mulford can make a decent gate, then who knows?
He's twitching that. I mean, he has got there, but that might be stopped.
There.
That could be stopped. He was moving. He double clutched that, but he's got the lead.
He's got the lead. I don't think the rest put the reds on yet. So.
Nah. Jesse Mustonen at the bloody back. Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. Oh, not Mustonen. Him. Vicentin. That's the fella.
That's what we get when I say he's the pick to watch.
The two that are... Him in white's going to kill himself in a minute.
Iberan Pugani.
He's going to kill
Probably
himself.
will.
Or somebody else. You know it's bad when Mulford and Moy are 1 and 2 and then the other 2 are 3 and 4.
Pugani. Oh, that was close.
I wouldn't want to be the fella in blue leaving that much of a gap for this fella to try and dive bomb me.
This guy is it's almost as dangerous as what Peter Kilderman looked the other night.
It's like dangling your legs over a boat into the sea and hoping sharks ain't going to nom them off. Jack Mulford goes from 0 to hero. Glenn Moy gets second.
Upper tea drinkers.
Who was third? Pugani, weren't he?
Yeah, him.
And Nicholas Vicentin, who we both tipped to win it, brings up the rear of the field. Jake Mulford puts himself in with an outside shot, although even with 3 wins can only...
I'm not sure how many go through. Is it the top 4 or 5 or...
How many of these meetings is that? I have no idea.
I haven't got a clue.
I don't know, top 4 maybe, if there's 4 meetings. Result, Jake Mulford with the winner, Glenn Moy second, Mbat and Pugani in third, and Nicholas Vicentin at the back. All 4 riders now move on to 3 points progressively. That was simple enough. Jack Alder's out in white here.
Yeah, This could be a tough race, Mr. Holder.
Dominic
Heat
Kubera,
11.
Eric Riss and Danny Gatmeyer, could it?
Gate 1, red, Dominic Kubera. Gate 2, blue, Danny Gatmeyer. Gate 3, white, Jack Holder. Gate 4, yellow, Eric Riss. If James Bulford can go from 0 to hero, so can Danny Gatmeyer.
He got a point, and he's got 2 points.
He's got 2.
Jack Holder's on 5, Dominic Kubera's on 5, Eric Riss is on 4.
I've been reliably informed the top 5 go through. So if Jake Bulford can score some more points, there's a big chance Jake Bulford could go through.
There's 3 qualifiers then, plus a wild card, I assume.
Yeah, I'd expect that. That sounds right. Because 2 of them was on the same day on Saturday.
Yeah, there were. This one was the odd one out, weren't it?
It must be a ringing sick to work day in Germany.
Beautiful gate from Holder there. What on earth was Danny Gatmeyer doing? Kubera and Risky have both got in over Holder.
Risky looks faster than Kubera here.
Jack Holder does not look like he knows what to make of this track. He looks
bothered.
He looks generally quite quick. He just ain't doing anything silly. He's quicker than Risky.
Jack Holder shouldn't even be in this.
That's a whole different topic for a whole different day, isn't it? A podcast episode, more to the point.
Well, yeah, we have got a podcast coming soon. Tape to flag, go and like us on Facebook and all that good jazz.
This is about to be one of those races, to be fair.
We've got 1 lap left to go, see what Jack Holder and Risky can do.
Jack's quicker. But there's just...
Eric's just holding right line, isn't he?
I think he's going to go round him. Eric sent him wide. Smart ride
Eric
from Risky.
dropped him off there perfectly.
Kubera won that at Canter. Risky and Jack swapping places, but Jack gets 3rd. Risky 2nd. Kubera wins.
Danny Gatmeyer is still shit.
Danny Gatmeyer somewhere on his way back to Austria. Jack Holder now is only on 6. That's an intriguing one.
How long till Daniel Winchester asks one of us what average would Dominic Kubera come in on at Plymouth?
I don't know what you're talking about. 8-11 was a win for Dominic Kubera. 2nd, Eric Riss. 3rd, Jack Holder. 4th, Danny Gatmeyer. Kubera moves on to 8. Riss and Holder 6 each. Gatmeyer stays on 2. Filimonov is back out here. I'd recognise that disgusting snot green Kevlar and bike cover set anywhere.
It's just like a Timu Teoranio from 2010.
Now, I don't want to jinx this, but Huckenbeck and Jepsen Jensen should do quite well here.
Them 2 are the 2 unbeaten ones, so naturally...
I reckon Jepsen Jensen wins this.
So naturally, Filminovs is going to win this.
He does look like Willie Cairns, but ginger.
That poor man. 8-12. Daniel Klilmer, gate 1 red. Kai Huckenbeck, gate 2 blue. I wonder which one of these are going to win it. Michael Jepsen Jensen, white, gate 3. Dan Mayer's filming off, so Big Andy's mate, gate 4 in yellow.
What's the what's the poor lad part? Being ginger or looking like Willie Cairns?
Actually, that's a double paw, that thing, isn't it? Willie Cairns, who had a knock at Bellevue last week, was practising at Scunny yesterday and got made his bitch by James Shanes.
And does join pool in about 3 weeks' time.
20 days today.
So
is his 16th
it'll be interesting
birthday.
to see whether Starkey goes and Richings stays and then a big point scorer comes in, or be interesting to see what happens. But I think Richings has done himself no harm at all. We've had another jump.
Yeah, we've had another jump. Red's about to kill himself. Kilmer, what's he doing? Jepsen Jensen's in the lead, by the way.
That bend
Huckenbeck's in
three's got
second.
really rutty now. Even Huckenbeck's just clocked that.
This track's dangerous. Where's
Yeah,
Fan Power when you need him?
it's not good, is it? Fan Power doesn't know German.
That's bold, considering his speedway's Hitler.
You had to. You had to.
I couldn't help it.
To be fair, Huckenbeck, I'd say, has got more pace than Jepsen Jensen.
Huckenbeck
He's
up the.
shutting off too early.
That was a, yeah, he just needs to sort of Billy Big Bollocks and
Needs to grow a
twisty
set of
thing.
nuts. Jepsen
Twisty
Jensen's read it
thing.
and stayed low.
But and these two out in front are about 700 miles in front of the other two.
He showed his hand to Jepsen Jensen on the third lap, but didn't have the balls to make it stick. My God, in with the snot green thing's just about to beat red. I think he got third then.
I'll wait to see if Alex sends us a little result graphic.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Jepsen Jensen
Yep.
stays unbeaten. Ucky drops his first points of the afternoon. Well,
Who come third? Mr. Tapes Up.
the screen's gone dark. Are we going to get a result pop up, or are we just going to not?
Probably not.
Probably not. The way I think that Filmanov got third then.
Yeah, he did. Klima come last. It's bad when we're having to look at results from the updates.
Talking of results, the result was a win for the rider. Well, in white, Michael Jepsen Jensen. Second was Kai Huckenbeck, and third.
Oh my God, we've got a result screen!
Way Damaris Filmanov. Third, Daniel Klima at the back. Jepsen Jensen stays unbeaten on 9. Huckenbeck drops his first point on 8. Filmanov goes to 1 point. That's his first point of the day, I think. And Klima stays on 5. Do you want to run us through the current scorers after 3 blocks of races, Mush?
So I'll get my updates up because I trust these more than Tapes Up siding up. So as it stands, Michael Jepsen Jensen on 9, Kai Huckenbeck, Dominic Kubera on 8 apiece, Kim Nelson on 7, and Eric Riss on 6. So far, will be the 5 that go through, with Jack Calder on 6, Daniel Klima 5, Jesse Muston on 4, Jake Mulford 3, Glenn Moy, who's got a warning, on 3, Embaram Pugani on 3, Nicholas Vicentin, also on a warning, on 3, Daniel Gatmeyer 2, Andrew Pakarizlas 2, Dami's Film the Floor on 1, and Matthews Tadario on 1.
God. While we've got a minute, should we do a little bit of plugging for ourselves?
Well, we may as well.
First of all, the D&D media ad, which is now on the screen.
Big up the D&D media ad. Designer was brilliant at that. Anybody want any social media work doing or anything like that, please don't be afraid to give us an email or just message it on Facebook and we'll get back to you within 2 or 3 working minutes.
And the podcast one.
And then we've got a podcast coming up. I don't know if we've mentioned it enough today, but if not, then let us tell you. We've got a podcast coming up soon, a week tomorrow, on the 17th of June. And we've got plenty of things to talk about.
We have. That'll be fun. Should we take a breather while these do a track grade?
Let's take a minute. Hello, everybody. We're back on. 8:13. Red. Damyar's Film the Floor. Blue. Nicholas Vicentin. White. Eric Riffs. Yellow. Jesse Mustonen.
Red's well within his box there, and this dickhead of a start marshal is moaning again.
Maybe the start marshal needs to get a life.
Maybe the start marshal needs to go back to wherever Michael Myers is from and come face to face with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
He even walks like Michael Myers, walks like he shit himself.
And I know a lot about walking like you've shit yourself.
No comment.
Done it enough over the past 7 months. Come on, boys, when you're ready. We've got naps and stuff to have and do.
This start marshal, mate, no one's listening to you.
Just get on with it, Goldilocks.
Eric Riss nearly took off to the sky then.
Word for him, though. He's
Did.
half mile in front now.
Oh, Red's on his bum again.
Film the floor's off.
On the floor, ironically. Reds are on. He'll be excluded for that.
Yeah, should be.
Scored a point in his last one. Ruined it in this one. I'd say that might be his afternoon done. He looks hurt again. He's holding his... whatever he's holding. Oh, he can't move his leg by the looks of it.
He can't move his... He looked like me just as soon as I got off crutches.
He ain't putting a lot of pressure on that ankle.
He ain't, is he?
It's just dragging the leg behind him. That's got to be his afternoon over. He ain't getting that bite back.
No, he ain't.
Take a pee, pal. Wait for the medics to come over. That could be a dislocated knee or anything. That he's holding the knee area, but he's putting no weight at all on that leg.
No, 100%.
I think this fella's calling for the ambulance. Or he was just doing a whirlwind, so he's just dragging his leg across the floor.
Yeah, he's just hopping in here and... Go to Asda's, mate. They do mobility scooters in there. That'll help you, pal.
The worst possible place to come off when you're going to try to hobble back to the pits. I'd say that's his afternoon done, to be honest.
Yeah,
we may end up seeing Grobby out for his last ride.
Get in.
Up the Grobby. Red will be excluded. Risky will be fuming because he made a belter. This start marshal's a wanker.
Agreed.
They're trying to get an ambulance out here. Air fencers gave up on life. Here it comes. Emerging from the darkness. Funny coloured ambulances in Germany, isn't there? I bet he's halfway back to the pits. He'll be on his way home by the time they get this thing out.
You're telling me?
Where? He's coming all the way around. What? Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, on a motorbike.
He went for a walk back towards the pits, and they've sent an ambulance around the entire track. Alrighty then.
Now we've got a replay of a race from a track we are very familiar with.
Yeah, 2022, bloody house was a while ago. Back when Conor Bailey was racing. And before Dan Bewley was a Grand Prix superstar.
The race we all wanted to see. Conor Bailey versus Big Andy.
I wish they'd have had another one at the Glasgow. We give Alan SH1T for being a Glasgow fan, but as a racing track, Glasgow's great.
It's better than what it used to be.
More often than not. Somewhere like Redcar or Workington hosting one of these would be great. Good track.
I'd love one of these meetings, sort of red car.
I think Workington's got more chance as long as they get some floodlights in.
The thing with Workington is it needs floodlights.
Yeah, I think it could be a good FIM standard racing track if they got them. Big Ange to
100%.
Glasgow, here we go.
Don't do it to yourself, Ange. It's not worth it. Not worth it, pal. Don't do it.
Thelma Rav, as expected, has been disqualified.
Film the floor's been excluded.
Gate stats some interesting. Gate 1 has scored 18. Gate 2 17. Gate 3 13. Gate 4 23. Gate 4 seems like the place to be at the moment. Glenn Moy, Ampunani, Matthias Tresario and Jesse Mustonen have all got gate 4 in this block of heats. And then Michael Jepsen Jensen, Kai Huckenbeck, Kim Nielsen and Andrew Packer-Rislers have got it in the last block of heats.
Big up Andrew, the Packer Rizzlers.
Big Andrew only on 5 points in that meeting. Oh god. Looked a tad moist as well. Raza, former Glasgow rider.
Worst decision he ever made.
Back when Max Frick was a Bellevue rider as well.
Before we turned to poo.
Jepsen Jensen, very underrated. Used to be really good. Not as good as he used to be, but for me still underrated at the moment. Still scores a at full of points everywhere he goes.
Yeah, you know he's good for about between 8 to 10 points most places, isn't he?
He's getting double figures nearly everywhere at the moment. Denmark, Poland, he was in Britain until he decided to leave. Sweden as well now. He's getting really good points everywhere pretty much.
Yeah. Apart from the GPs, he's just a little bit rubbish in them.
He'd be someone new if he qualified, and I think he's got a very good chance, especially with the final being on a Danish track.
Max, I don't think he's in the qualifiers.
For the GPs? That's what this meeting we're watching is, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I mean Michael Jepsen Jensen.
Oh, sorry. I thought you was on about Max Frick for a second again then.
Why did you think that?
It's because, right, it's 2 o'clock or 20 past 2 on a Monday and I'm still fast asleep normally at this time.
Bird idle shit. It's as bad as Alan waking up at 25 to bloody 1 in the afternoon the other day. Rerun 3 only. Away we go again. Blues on a warning. They all look like Michael Myers. Go on, son, you've showed him. There, jog on.
Germany's version of Start Tarts.
There is a job out there for Alan.
There is.
I love nerd sweets. Bloody love them.
Heat 13 will try again. Blue, Nicholas Resentin. White, Eric Riss. Yellow, Jesse Mustonen.
Risky had made a perler of a gate in our first one. Started going skywards, but got it forwards as well.
100%.
The slight change between this one and tonight's watch-alongs, well, that this is a live reactions, tonight's is a watch-along, so it'll be full professional roles later.
Yeah, it'll be the meeting to watch for us will be a bit more bearable in this as well, I think.
Yeah. If it worked the first time, it worked the second, and it did. He nearly launched himself again.
Risky looking like a world beater in this one.
I mean, to be fair, he's only against Vicentin and
Jesse
Muston, and
Mustard.
yeah, he should be beating these two. Vicentin's putting some pressure on them.
Percent is starting to build a bit of speed, isn't he? So. But yeah, Brisky's there, he's out front. Nobody's touching him.
The only passing that we're going to see now, I think, is if somebody farts. I don't see any passing on the track coming. This is strung out.
So again, as I mentioned, if anybody wants to sponsor us so we can reimburse we could reimburse our pain in watching this, it would be greatly appreciated. Please get in touch with one of us.
Muston's been consistent, to be honest. To 3/3 and a second.
100%.
Quietly going about his business. I don't expect him to make the top 5, but he's quietly going about his business. Heat number, is this 13? I've lost the will to live.
That was 13, yeah.
Eric Riss was the winner. Second, Nicholas Vicentin. Third, Jesse Mustonen.
It'll soon be over.
We're halfway there.
Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, sitting on a chair, or whatever the song is.
Got a point what tune that is.
We do apologise that this isn't the normal professional that we aim to strive to be at each one we do. This meeting is a bit shit and is draining the life out of us.
It's not great, is it? Jack Mulford's out here, so we've got a vested interest up the tea drink out, but he's got Dominic Kubera in this race with him as well. Martin Fowler and Daniel Clemer are there as well. He looks a little bit like Paddy Pimblett.
If Jake Mulford could beat established riders like Ibrahim Pugani, Glenn Moyer, Nicholas Versailles, he can beat established riders like anyone that's not Dominic Kubera, Mathis Tresario and Daniel Klemer.
Be scared, Michael Jepsen Jensen.
Yeah, MJJ. You haven't had the JM.
Or Lee Glad to his pals.
Got a point.
I'm just buzzing I get to sit here eating nerd sweets.
While watching the worst meeting known to mankind.
It's up there. Yellow's not even made it off a start.
Jake Mulford's going to get a point here.
He's going to move on to 4.
What a boy.
I'll tell you what, Trezario's putting a bit of pressure on Kibera.
He is.
This would be an awful time for Kibera to break down. He'd look a bit silly if he lost to these two.
Imagine he breaks down and the records show Jake Mulford beats Dominic Kubera.
Oh, there's no coming back from that. Who retired in that one? Who was on gate 4?
Mathis Tresario.
Nah, not him. Mulford's oh my god!
Oh, no!
What a dickhead! What an absolute muppet!
Oh.
Who was in yellow?
Mathis Tresario.
Who was in... So who's...
Mulford was in red, Klemer in blue, Kubera white, Tresario yellow.
So this is going to be a 2-rider rerun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jack Mulford, with all due respect, you're really shit. Really, really shit.
He's not very good, is it? Can we just call the meeting off now? It's too sunny.
Is our hopes in the SGP2 that?
Yeah.
My god. That's been awarded. Eric Riss and Nicholas Vicentin. Hang on, that's a different bloody race. What's going on here? Tapes
I'm
up
going to
having
say
a
that's
mare.
8:13. Oh
Tapes up
my
having a
god.
bloody nightmare. We're going to go 2-rider run. It's a good race to have the initials D and K.
In it?
Oh my god. This is awful.
I agree.
Let's have some more nerds. They're making it bearable.
Is it possible just to go and have a quick minute so man can have a wee?
If you want.
Bang.
We got 2 riders only for the rerun. Palmer's gone to the loo. It's all going a bit to shit this, to be honest. But it can only get better this evening. The better of the 2 meetings come later on today. Gate 2 in blue is Daniel Klima. Gate 3 in white, Dominic Kubera. No one off 1, no one off 4. Daniel Klima's made a gate. Daniel Klima's there.
What, boy?
Daniel Klima's leading Dominic Kubera. Scrap that, Kubera's come round him. I'll tell you what though, he's giving him a good push.
He is. Got a point.
He's got a bit of pace about him as old Daniel Klima.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Apologies about that. Man needed to go for a wee.
The stream's behind because the results already come up. Or they've updated this app early. Although to be fair, there's no doubt who's going to win and who's going to be second now.
Dominic Kubera could literally hop off the bike, walk round with the bike, and he'd still win it at an absolute canter.
You got a point.
Just how it is, isn't it?
Result of E14 was a win for Dominic Kubera and second Daniel Klima.
Klima. He's there. He fell. And he fell too.
Couple more races and that wraps up the penultimate block of races. I won't lie, I'll be glad to see the end of this meeting.
You and me both, Mush.
Dominic Kubera moves on to 11, Daniel Klima on to 7 and gives himself an outside shot at the top 5 actually. He's currently the rider in 5th. But Kim Nielsen and Jack Alder have both got a race in hand over him. And they're just behind him.
This next race could be fun.
Jack Alder and Michael Jepsen Jensen throw in Andrew Packer-Rislers and Glenn Moy as well.
Yeah, that's the one.
Jack Alder's been gating like Jack Schimelt though.
You will Jack Chevelle a lot. Actually, no, don't leave him alone. His birding humiliated me yesterday. Heat number 15. Andrew Packer-Rislers, gate 1. Jack Alder, gate 2. Lee Glad, gate 3. Glenn the boy in yellow.
He gives me Ryan Kinsley vibes.
He does a bit.
He looks
He's
like
just a little
Ryan
bit better
Kinsley.
than Ryan Kinsley. Just a little bit better.
Glenn Moyes on a warning as well.
Bloody hell, Glenn the boy.
Jepsen Jensen's trying to do his Stargate and the Star Marshal's standing right in he. Move out the way, you penis!
Just run the Start Marshal over.
He's trying to tell Jack Alder what to do again. Jack Alder will tell him straight to do one.
Yes.
Jack's made a blinder of a gate. Liglad's going wide. Liglad's going really wide. Liglad's cutting back. Liglad's done Alder. No, he's not.
This isn't a bad race.
Between the good two up front, the other two at the back and miles behind.
It all... What the bloody hell's going on here? it makes you wonder where FIM get all these riders from, doesn't it?
Yeah. Why not take all of the shit ones out and put all the good ones in a meeting against each other? It's so that the can have a good split for the GP Challenge, but it's just going to be the 16 good ones against each other. Just take all the shit ones out, put all the good ones in, and away we go.
Exactly.
These two are literally 3/4 of a lap behind.
You talk about separating the men from the boys.
This is separating the nappies from the boys, let alone the men.
This is separating the grandkids from the granddads.
Pack of Rizzlers gets third. Sod knows where Moy comes.
What?
I mean, when he comes round, or did he just give up?
If I was him, I'd have just given up.
Not very good, is he?
Time for Plymouth. They need somebody.
Five to go. Just a mere 5 to go.
We're getting there.
We've definitely got a lot less of the will to live now than we had when we started nearly 2 hours ago.
We have. Please could somebody reimburse us this cash?
Well, apparently Pugnani weren't the one who fell, was it? It was Philemon
on the floor?
Yeah, him. We're going to stick with that. Yeah. What was Ampunani got Ipswich Kevlars on in that picture?
It's probably an old set that he's bought off someone.
Yeah, maybe. You want to do the lineup for this one, boss?
Oh, go on then. We treat you so well. Gate 1, red, Daniel Gatback. Gate 2, blue, Kim Nilsson. Gate 3, white, Kai Huckenbeck. Gate 4, yellow, Eber Ampugnani.
Oh, we've got a dead streak.
That was the best part of the stream.
Oh, what a cog of shit.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
Oh God, tonight can't be any worse, and we're in the good position. We don't have to listen to Calvin Tatum's commentary either.
You've got a point, Lush.
Kim Nielsen makes a blinder, as does Kai Huckenbeck.
To the surprise of
no way.
Absolutely no one.
And Punani's there though.
Punani's not far off. And Danny Gatmeyer just kind of exists at this point.
Yeah, it's... We have to give our honest live reactions in these live reactions, obviously. This is our... we've got to be honest, we're calling a spade a spade. If it's shit, we're going to say it's shit, and it is.
I mean, you can't even call this shit. That's being disrespectful to turds.
It's not good, is it? Not good at all.
There's just no other way to say it. It's crap,
It's not good, no.
and that's been disrespectful to crap.
It's not ideal.
Oh, we will be a bit more normal at 7:30 this evening.
Once we've got the will to
Why?
live back after a lovely nap. Result of 8:16 was a win for the rider in white, Kai Huckenbeck second in blue, Kim Nielsen, and third in yellow, Ebba Ampunani. Quick look at the points now after 4 races each. Kai Huckenbeck, Michael Jepsen Jensen and Dominic Kubera all lead the way on 11. Eric Riss is on 9 points along with Jack Holder, also on 9, Kim Nielsen, Daniel Klemer 7, Nicholas Vicentin 5, Jesse Mustonen 5, Eba Ampunani 4, Jake Mulford, Glenn Moy, Andrew Packer Rizzlers all on 3, Danny Gatmeyer 2, Damiris Filimonov 1 and Matthias Tresario 1, and has had 3 retirements. Bit of a waste of time him turning up, weren't it?
Yeah.
Give Grobby a ride, give Smolinski a ride, give somebody that's not as shit as these a ride.
Please.
Please, for the love of God.
Dear God, who art in heaven, heaven be thy name. Whatever the rest of the Lord's Prayer is.
When they
Something
started at
about
12
daily.
o'clock, Speedway has not bloody begun. Strawberry Jam's in this one from 2021.
Strawberry Jam, here we go. Oh, this is from 2021. That's just back when he was good. It was this day our daily bread and all that.
Is this Janis Kalodze in white?
The J Anus, yeah.
The J Anus Dan Bewley in yellow. Was he a monster rider? No, that was when he had Woofy's monster helmet with the Betard logo painted on him.
That's the one.
And he had Woofy's old bikes. It was when Bewley was going through his phase of being a B-Tech Bewley. J Anus made easy work of that.
I mean, let's be honest here. He's not up against much, is he?
This was back when Yankovic could beat Dan Bewley.
What a boy. What's bloody happening here? Yankovic making Martin Smolinski his bitch.
Martin Smolinski going grass tracking, he was wide over that white line there. This one's more entertaining.
It is. Can we watch this meeting back instead?
Please, tapes up. It was a solid.
Please. Oh, 4 more races of the rubbish meeting. We'll be back to doing normal stuff. And not torturing ourselves.
Why did we do this? As expected, filming of is a non-starter in his last race. Chris Holder, back when he gave a toss about these.
Chris Holder was in one the other day.
Did he race it? Did he get through it?
I don't think he got through. I think he just missed out by like a point or 2.
Ouch. And obviously you still want to finish quite high up the standings if you're 6th or 7th, but have higher points than the other 6th or 7ths. If riders like Jack Holder, Dominic Kubera automatically qualify, their spots will then start going down the order of pecking in the final.
That is 100% correct.
See, I know what I'm talking about sometimes.
Wish I knew what I was talking about at 2:45 on a Monday afternoon. Can we talk about something that we're very good at talking about?
Oh, what's that? Food?
What's for tea tonight?
Honestly, probably like meat-free hot dogs or something. Or pasta.
Rate it.
I might have some pasta. Oh god, I've got hot dog buns. Hot dogs, I think. A Speedway snack.
To be fair, I think I've still got some like the meat, mince and sauce and stuff. So I might cook some pasta and just have that.
Sounds like a plan, to be honest, mush.
Yeah, office meal. I'll have eaten all week. I know that. Might have some broken biscuits for pudding.
Oh, I got some 12 little bite things from Asda earlier, so I think we'll have them for pudding before the
Oh,
tractor's out.
12 bites.
See, I might have one with some raspberry ice cream and raspberry sauce over the top.
Oh, have you seen the new ice creams that's coming out? Where did
Tesco. The
Yeah, they're
ones,
like
the cones
covered in
with the
white chocolate, but
yeah
they've got like meringue bites and
yeah
raspberry sauce in.
yeah.
Oh, they
Tesco's
look gorgeous.
do look nice, don't they? You saw there's some new sauce flavours been brought out as well. There's squishies. There's a squishy sauce dip. There's a blue raspberry sauce.
Oh, lovely.
We'll go on a quick break for a second.
Right, one last push. Here we effing go. Heat 17, red, Jesse Mustard, blue, Dominic Kubera, white, Embram Pugani, yellow, Michael Jepsen Jensen, or
That's
Liglad as is known to his pals.
Come on, I'll never ever moan about Leicester ever again.
Or Plymouth,
Or Plymouth, no.
or
I mean,
Oxford, and we hate them.
let's be honest, it's going to be a battle between gates 2 and 4 here.
This is where Jesse Mustard and Gates spoils the party, innit?
Come on, last push. Nap time is just a mere few moments away. As
Come on,
expected,
boys. DBS and all that.
Filimonov's withdrawn from the meeting as well now, so once when his ride comes round, he'll be replaced by Grobby. So that'll be a highlight.
Big up Robbie. Jake Mulford might get a point.
Or Grobby might get 3.
Well, there's every chance that could happen. Well, it's Kubera that's absolutely smashed it out the gates, and Jesse Mustard's there in second.
Liglad made a really bad start off the outside.
And Ampug's nanny is really, really crap and may as well go home now.
I don't see there being any passing in this one.
No, you're right. I was thinking of reasons to try and defend the racing, but you just can't when it's this bad. I feel sorry for all these people that have turned up. I hope they're having a good time.
I've just seen the updates. I've just seen an update. Dominic Kubera's about to stack it any moment now.
Oh.
There he goes.
There he goes. Ta-ra, pal. Oh. You know what I said? Jesse Mustard is going to go and win this.
Reds have come on before he could.
Oh, no.
I think that might be a rare case where a race could be awarded.
Pug's nanny's also joined him. Kubera on the floor. Kubera looks like he wants to propose to somebody. Liglad checking up on his pal.
just drive straight past the other fella.
Just drive straight past Punani.
Punani will be excluded, I'd imagine, unless he's put the bike down. That's been awarded.
I'm going to say that was Kubera's fault at first.
And Punani has got 3rd.
He has got 3rd.
Yeah.
Mustard and Jeps and Jensen. Pugnani.
Yeah.
That'd probably put Jesse Mustard in him with a shot.
8 point, yeah, maybe. Valentin Grabauer does come in white in Heat 18 against Danny Gatmire, Jake Mulford and Paco Rislers. Jake Mulford should be the favourite for that, but Grabauer could come out and absolutely blitz that. So the final scores for the riders who have just finished that one. Michael Jepsen Jensen finishes on 13, Ampunani 5, Jesse Mustonen 8, and Dominic Kubera 11. So I'd say Michael Jepsen Jensen's there.
Yeah.
Dominic Kubera's going to be looking over his shoulder. He should have moved on to 14. Instead, he stays on 11. That could prove very costly.
No, hasn't done Jesse Mustard. I thought Jesse Mustard had a chance, but quite clearly not, because people are on 9.
These lot can get a lot closer to the track than we can in Britain.
Different safety laws in different countries, isn't it?
I wouldn't want to be standing that close. I've felt how much sound comes over from where I stand in English tracks, let alone there. I'd need bulletproof glasses.
So, I had a pal at the Scuddy practice yesterday that was like there to watch her fella practice.
Hmm.
She sends me a Snapchat of a finger with like a little bit of blood saying the Scunny shale has caused this. I'm like, get it right, love. We haven't got any on the track. It was slicker than the M25 with nobody on it.
God. Oh, get on with it. What's the stoppage for now?
That Marshall needs to strut its stuff on the catwalk.
If there's any runoffs, are we fuck covering them?
I agree.
In hindsight, this was a really silly idea, weren't it?
Well, it wasn't the worst idea when we thought of it.
It's not a silly idea, it was a good idea, it's just been a really crap meeting.
But you know when it's happened
It's easier to look
and
back and
you
say,
and you instantly regret your decision.
yeah. And I bet the 15 quid you spent on this is regretting its decision as well.
You know, I was there last night when I got my pay from Flat Track, from the practice. Do I buy the GP qualifier stream? Do I have a takeaway for tea? Could have had a takeaway instead of this.
You could. Only 3 to go.
Heat number 18, Danny Gatmeyer red, Jake Bulford blue, Robbie white, and Pekka Rizzler's yellow. Oh.
Bloody hard work, innit? Hard work.
Even Alan isn't this hard work, and he's hard work.
Is.
If you
Come
called
on,
Alan
Michael
and you're
Myers, get
watching,
on with it.
he heard you.
Jake.
Bulford. Oh my god. This is our hope for SGP2.
Croppy's gonna win this.
Oh boy.
Croppy's gonna do it.
Oh, oh Jesus. Oh. Big up Robbie.
He's miles clear.
Robbie should have been in the actual meeting.
Bloody should have been the state of somebody. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Jake Mulford's pulled up.
Oh. Danny Gatmay is going to score 2 points here.
Jake Mulford is an embarrassment.
He's an embarrassment to the country. He's an embarrassment to his family. He's an embarrassment to Bellevue. He's an embarrassment to Redcar. He's an embarrassment to civilization.
Oh god, that result of 18. Valentin Grabar takes the flag. Danny Gatmeyer second. Andrew Packer Rizzler's third. Jake Mulford finishes. Well, he doesn't. He retired. Awful. Awful. In one race, Grobby has matched Jake Mulford's score.
Jeez. Oh, this is painful. I don't know what I'd rather do. Watch this again or spend time with the dogs. I don't know which is worse.
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it?
You're telling me?
GP trucks have turned up at Manchester. How very bloody enthralling.
Is that the post where Bellevue said they're the best track in the world?
Yeah, something like that.
Have they not seen this track here that we're watching from?
They don't know how lucky they are if they ain't seen it.
Heat 19, nearly there. Holder red, Vicentin blue, Kilmer white, Nelson yellow. Oh, Daniel Kilmer looks like a beat at Thomas H. Honorson.
Nicholas Vicentin's still on a warning. Jack Alder will be wishing he'd have gone to race for Sheffield tonight at Leicester instead of this.
To be fair, so would I. And I'm not Jack Alder.
Kim Nelson's Kev is a funker.
They were. They remind me a bit like Michael Mickelson in a way.
Oh, Kim Nelson's trying to kill everyone. Oh, he's trying to kill everyone.
Oh. This track is absolutely awful.
Imagine wagging a day off work, pulling a sickie to come and race this. Or watch this. My God.
I'm glad I'm on sick. And I'm off sick. Sorry.
Kim Nielsen, there's no way of him getting past this fella here. Cleaner.
Oh.
I'll be honest, this stream will probably end up getting straight deleted after it's finished.
That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Or we'll put it in a crashes and cock-ups folder.
Yes, that'll do. Cock-ups of 2025. GP qualifier.
The entire thing's been a cock-up, hasn't it?
Oh.
Klima's done well, 9 points.
He's done alright, him. He's done better than us.
He has. There's a change in this next one. Matthias Trezio is out. Martin Smolinski comes in to replace him. Result of Heat 19. Jack Alder takes the flag. Daniel Klima in second. Kim Nelson third. And Nicholas Vicentin at the back. Kim Nelson's currently there in fifth, but Eric Riss is out in this next one.
Let's be honest here. This race is only worth running if Eric Riss gets the win.
Yeah, he's the only.
The others aren't going to qualify.
He's the only one that can make the top. He needs a point, and he knocks Kim Nelson out. But depending on how Jack Alder or Kyle Huckenbeck go in the GP series this season. Kim Nelson, if he does get knocked out, or Eric Riss find their way in probably.
Who knows?
Martin Smolinski's got the Mackey's logo on his stomach as well.
Heat 20 then. We're nearly there. 5 more minutes and this shit can end. Glenboy red, Eric Riss blue, Martin Smolinski white, Kai Huckenbeck yellow. DBS boys, don't fall off and all of that. Just get on with it, get round safe, and then we can go to bed.
Tonight's will be a bit of a clunky one as well, won't it? Because of TV ad breaks and stuff. It won't be there'll be a couple of filler moments in there, so we'll have plenty of stuff to plug.
We could tell our audience how crap this meeting's been. Well, the last time with a bit of luck, I'm praying to the Lords. Risky's in second. What's he on? 3, 6, 9...
11 he'd move on to.
Yeah, what you said, yeah. Someone want to tell Kai Huckenbeck to give Risky a chance.
I've already read the result in.
Yeah, it isn't changing from here now, is it? Which one's in third? Is it Martin or Glenn?
Smolinski.
Oh, well.
Result of 20 was won by Kai Huckenbeck, second Eric Riss, third Martin Smolinski, fourth Glenn Moy. That puts Eric Riss into the top 5 any qualifiers. Kim Nielsen misses out by a point. Kai Huckenbeck wins the meeting on 14. Michael Jepsen Jensen 13, Jack Alder 12, Dominic Kubera 11, Eric Riss 11, all qualify to the GP Challenge. Kim Nielsen misses out on 10, Daniel Kleeman 9, Jesse Mustonen 8, Nicholas Vicentin 5, Ibrahim Pagani 5, Danny Gatmeyer 4, Andre Rosaliuk 4, Jake Mulford 3, Valentin Grabauer 1 ride and scores the same points as Glenn Moy and Jake Mulford all meeting on 3. Filimonov's 1, Trezayu 1, Smolinski 1. Thank fuck for that.
Well,
Goodbye. Stupid stream. Right, do you want to wrap us up for this one?
No. That was a sack of shit, Dylan.